Today we are going to go with a different kind of video for me. It's going to be a little bit of a gear review, a little bit of a tone chasing video. Essentially I've decided to go stereo with my rig. I actually have two rigs that I play through. I have my DAW that I play through when I'm recording and writing stuff like that. And then when I'm just jamming out, I like to kind of play through my amps. When I got my new guitar, I got the Cort. When I came into that Cort, it was KX Series 6-string with the Fishman Fluent humbucker pickups on it. I had to upgrade my amp from there. Previously, I had the Marshall MG30CFX amp. Once you get a new guitar, you want a new amp, and I actually wanted more depth. I was looking for a little bit more depth out of my amp, so I upgraded to the Marshall Code 50. I figured I'd give that a try. I like it. I've only had it for a little over a year now, so I'm still kind of feeling it out and getting used to everything. So those are my two amps. On my pedal board, I have my Boss CP1X compressor that is running to my Source Audio EQ2, which is running to my MXR Duke of Tone, which is running to my Metal Zone, which is running to my Carl Martin two-way wah. And so from there, because I used to have, when I was younger, I had, an effects processor, and I didn't use half of the effects on there, or a fraction of them. I had like maybe two or three, presets that I really found that I liked. So when I started to build this pedal board, I wanted to kind of stay away from the multi-effects processor, but at the same time, I didn't know that I was going to get this far. So here I am, fast forward a couple years later, and now I'm wanting to add more effects to my pedal board, which is how I came into the multi-effects processor. So from the Carl Martin two-way wah, I just got this, the Digitech, not the Digitech. I just got the Zoom Multi-Stomp MS50G Plus, and that is running to the Plethora X1. And I have all of that going to the Boss Loop Station. And then on the side, I have the Digitech S-Drum, or Strum, however you pronounce it. And I have that running to my Behringer B210 powered speaker. So, when I got the Zoom MS50G Plus, and figured I was going to go the stereo route, when I plugged everything in, it was super distorted, and I was like, what's going on? So did some research, and come to find out I needed an ABY splitter. So I purchased this sleely little dual 2 ABY switcher. I'm gonna open the box, check it out, and hook everything up and see how it sounds. So let's rock and roll. All right, so pretty cool, got some weight to it. It's nice and compact. I like the color. Little springs there are interesting. They said it's made in Germany. Lily, get my glasses. Alright, so check what we got here. So the reason why I decided to get this one was because of the inputs and the outputs on it. Some of the other ones, just the way that I'm running everything, like I said, I have the Boss Loop Station, so it has the two outputs. So, and that's the last pedal in my chain. So I'm running output A to my Code 50, and I'm running output B to the Marshall MG30CFX. The other ABY switchers that I saw, they only had the one input, and I guess, from what I researched, that wasn't a true stereo. So, we're gonna give this a shot and see how it works, how it functions. Let's rock and roll. All right.